Now, Bitcoin's value passed a record 10,000 US dollars after a sharp but often volatile rise this year. Sir Jon Cunliffe, the Bank of England's Deputy Governor for Financial Stability, has said that when prices grow so fast, investors should do their homework and think carefully. But he added that Bitcoin's rise was not big enough to unsettle the economy. Critics have said it is going through a bubble similar to the dot-com boom, whereas others say it is rising in price because it is crossing into the financial mainstream. Well, a steady stream of about 3,600 new Bitcoins are created a day, with about 16.5 million now in circulation from a maximum limit of 21 million. Financial regulators have taken a range of views on the status of digital currencies and their risks. Well, let's get more insight on Bitcoin. Shireen Ramju, CEO of Liquid Crypto Money, joins us in Johannesburg now. Welcome to the show. Now, we saw Bitcoin yesterday soared past 11,000 US dollars. It then plunged to about 9,300 US dollars and recovered to around 10,000 US dollars, all in the space of about 24 hours. So why exactly aren't we seeing investors shaken by Bitcoin's sheer volatility?
There's always something happening in the Bitcoin or cryptocurrency, community that is driving the price that's going up and down at any time. And most people are seeing this as volatility. So what happened actually yesterday was that as there was an influx of people rushing to buy Bitcoin, 3 of the major exchanges worldwide had actually, had issues in terms of the volume and the influx of handling those people. And as a result, the exchanges went out for a few hours, a few minutes, and obviously that decreased the value of the price of Bitcoin, but then we saw it recovering again to over $10,000.
Now, we know a number of Bitcoin traders and exchanges as well. They're reporting new users flooding into the markets now. What have you seen, especially in South Africa so far?
There's definitely, an increase in the people actually getting into cryptocurrencies. And this is not only South Africa, as a whole. Generally, there's more people now getting into cryptocurrencies, and that is evident in the price. We're looking at, Bitcoin being the world's highest currency for the 4th consecutive year. And that obviously tells us there's more people actually being driven or getting into the cryptocurrency space.
Now, given the fact that this is a speculative asset, many are warning that this Bitcoin boom, it will end in tears at some point, especially if you consider the multiple offshoots of Bitcoin that we're seeing coming out. Now, despite this, we've heard CME and now NASDAQ are planning to start trading in Bitcoin futures. What are your thoughts on all of this?
To tell you the truth, I think personally that Bitcoin or the space of cryptocurrency is actually getting stronger. The reason why is that as we're starting to see countries also start regulating Bitcoin, I mean, we're looking at Japan, South Korea, Australia recently, Switzerland, Hong Kong, South Korea, are some of the countries that have regulated Bitcoin. So that means it's actually getting more stronger. As you rightfully say, with the SME group currently that's looking to add them on, as well as NASDAQ, that also gives indication to more people that it's actually becoming more stronger into our societies.
Now, interestingly, it certainly looks like central banks are not taking these cryptocurrencies seriously just yet. You did mention Australia, but we did hear the ECB head saying that they're not taking it seriously just yet. Should they?
Yes, I think I just want to clarify 1 or 2 things, because I just mentioned some countries that have already regulated it. Remember, for me, this was, if you recall, the time of the internet. Not all countries were for the internet when the internet first started. Some were actually against it. Others even banned the internet. But as they started to realize that the internet is here to stay, they need to actually look at ways to actually, work with the internet opposed to banning it. What we're starting to see in the market is the exact same principle here. As countries, start regulating it more and more into societies, they're actually becoming more ingrained. So those governments that are actually not yet at that forefront looking at cryptocurrencies, but blockchain technology are starting to be wary of it, but also starting to open their eyes in terms of looking at it and, starting to work with it. Because whether they like it or not, the blockchain technology is here to stay. Cryptocurrency is here to stay, because what we're actually starting to see right now in the market is that there is also centralized cryptocurrencies coming to play. Tunisia is the first country in the world that actually has the government-issued cryptocurrency called the electronic dinar. Senegal is planning to roll out the electronic CFA. If successful, they want to roll it out to all other francophone countries in Africa. Sweden is actually looking at creating an electronic krona. In South Africa, for example, we know that South African Reserve Bank have issued a statement early February to say that they are testing regulations for Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies, but also they are looking to create the electronic rand. So this is the next generation of money. We will all be using cryptocurrency, whether centralized or decentralized, like Bitcoin and many others that are yet to come. All it's done is just opened up an avenue for us to have, the new generation of currency, and for these two types of currencies to play along in the market.
Quite right. Well, this is all quite interesting, but unfortunately we have to leave it there. Many thanks for joining us. That was Shireen Ramju. She's the CEO of Liquid Crypto Money, joining us in Johannesburg.